April 26, 1986. Reactor 4 pulses with a hellish, unnatural blue light. Engineer Alexei, 30, with dark, unruly hair and a gray jumpsuit, stares in horror at the failing gauges. Igor, an older shift supervisor with graying hair, thick glasses, and a heavy blue uniform, yells over the shrieking alarms. We must verify the pressure levels before everything melts down. Alexei pulls a heavy metal lever, but the mechanism jams. We have to manually release the cooling rods, Igor. The core is destabilizing faster than our worst-case safety projections. The floor shakes violently as a steam explosion tears through the roof. Concrete shards rain down, burying the control console. Alexei shields his face, coughing in the thickening radioactive dust. The air tastes like copper and ozone. Igor clutches his side, bleeding. We need to reach the infirmary, but the corridors are already blocked by burning graphite and twisted metal. Alexei finds a radiation dosimeter on the floor. The needle pegs immediately to the maximum setting. They are trapped in a lethal environment, breathing in the invisible burning death. A panicked guard blocks their path, brandishing a weapon. Nobody leaves the sector until the fire is contained. He screams, refusing to accept that the power plant is gone. The heat intensifies as the core fire melts the lead shielding above. Alexei realizes they are standing on a tomb. The entire structure is literally dissolving under their weary feet. Igor pushes Alexei toward a ventilation shaft. Go, save yourself. I am too hurt to climb. My sacrifice might buy you enough time to reach the exterior containment wall. Alexei crawls into the narrow vent, his lungs burning. He hears the screams of his colleagues fading into the roar of the fire. The turning point has finally arrived here. He emerges onto the roof, witnessing the true nightmare. The sky is glowing with an aurora of ionized radiation. The reactor is a gaping, open wound to the universe itself. Alexei stumbles into the dark parking lot. His hair begins to fall out in clumps, a brutal consequence of the exposure. He knows he is a walking, dying man now. He finds a young nurse, Elena, 25, with blonde hair and a white apron, helping victims. He collapses, reaching out. Even now he tries to tell her about the danger. Elena wipes blood from his forehead. You must stay quiet, she whispers. The authorities are trying to silence everyone, but the truth is bleeding out into the wind tonight. Soldiers arrive to cordon off the area. They force everyone into buses. The tension reaches its peak as Alexei realizes they are being sent to a black site for questioning. Alexei fights back, pulling away from the soldiers. The truth of the reactor design must be told, he yells, his voice cracking with the strain of his fading health. The bus doors slam shut. Alexei looks through the glass, seeing the distant burning reactor illuminating the dark horizon one last time. The cost of their failure is absolute. Days pass in a sterile white room. Alexei is changed, weak but resolute. He writes down everything he saw, leaving a legacy of warning for the generations yet to come. He hands the document to Elena. Keep this safe, he whispers. If they find it, the world might finally understand what happened here in the silence of the night. Alexei closes his eyes, peaceful at last. Outside, a lone bird flies over the exclusion zone, circling the silent, concrete sarcophagus that hides the ghost of a failed era.